After years of oscillating between dazzling heights and frustrating lows, My Hero Academia Season 7 emerges as a triumphant return to form, finally delivering the emotional and epic shonen that it always promised to be. The season not only silences the skeptics, who've reduced the show to a meme about unrealised potential, but also reaffirms its place as a top-tier shonen in its own right. Now look, I'm not going to pretend some of the previous seasons didn't happen. I'm looking at you, Season 5. Oh, that even the good seasons had long stretches of, well, quite frankly, tedium and boredom. But if we recognise those and are honest about them, we've also got to recognise how they nailed it in Season 7. Now for me, one of Season 7's great achievements is its ability to reconnect with the emotional core of its stories for multiple characters. Now to be quite frank here, personally, I'd lost touch with some of these characters, and the fact that in this season you can bring it all the way back round to the point I deeply care and am moved by the conclusion of all of their arcs, and they hit the nail on the head with all three of them, it says a lot about Season 7 and how they've learnt their lessons. The story dives deep into the psyche of its characters, not just Midoriya, but his supporting cast also. And these moments aren't just about flashy fights, they're about vulnerability, resilience, and the sacrifices required to stand against overwhelming darkness. Now, being the masochist that I am, do I wish they'd gone a bit darker? Yeah, but let's be honest, I don't really think My Hero Academia is that show. Those arcs of the supporting characters are woven together with skill, creating a tapestry of interconnected journeys that culminate in an emotionally charged climax. The way they bring about those arcs from being borderline meddling to deeply relatable and emotional is excellent stuff, and a lot of credit should be given to the writers. Quite simply, it made me care about characters I didn't really care too much about. I've seen a lot of people kind of have a go at the Endeavor arc and kind of his story and how they tried to make you care about Endeavor. I would fight anybody who says by the end of Season 7 they don't care about Endeavor. I think the way they do that arc and his kind of story and the way they grow his character is amazing. The way they deal with those deep-seated issues of loss or guilt or failure honestly was superb. I think My Hero's strong point has always been the action, and it doesn't fail to deliver here, with a definite increase in budget for the fight scenes, but intertwined in these fight scenes is deep narrative weight. The battles simply serve as a cathartic payoff for the years of slow build-up and now very strong build-up, and that makes them emotionally impactful, but also a spectacle visually. Now, the criticisms of My Hero over the years have always been poor pacing, underdeveloped arcs, uneven tone. Honestly, it's sometimes just straight up boring. And now, while Season 7 isn't free of some of the odd tone shifts, it's minimal here. Sometimes the tone shifts happen for about 30 seconds, and it almost makes it even worse sometimes because you're in this like really deep, dark, emotional scene, or there'll be like a weird joke thrown in, which I guess is them trying to lighten the load for what is probably a more casual anime audience, but they could have just left those 30 seconds on the cutting room floor, in my opinion. In conclusion, what makes Season 7 truly special is the ability to deliver on the promises of the other seasons. My Hero always fleeted and flirted with the idea of being a consistently solid, thought-provoking, emotional anime. It's a shame it took till Season 7 to actually deliver it. Season 7 definitely reminds me of all the reasons that I fell in love with the show in the first place. The capacity to thrill, the capacity to inspire, and the capacity to move me. By recognizing its flaws, My Hero Academia Season 7 offers a masterclass in redemption, not just for the characters, but for the viewers and fans. It's a season that should be celebrated, not just as a high point for the series, but as a shining example of what shonen anime can achieve when it dares to dream big, despite the criticisms. Big on heart, with the fat trimmed and the stakes heightened, at last, My Hero Academia delivered a god-tier season for the first time in many, many years.